everybody, it is your buddy Raznek here in Raztania. We're here in Raztania playing the Bounds mod pack. Just wanted to say hi and give you an update where I'm at. Maybe get a few things done on the quest book. Oh, you can see we've got, we'll leave this in. We've kind of cleared out a little bit of this. We've cleared some trees, leveled this area out. We've got our little tree farm over there. That is our ironwood tree, which I'll show you real quick. It drops iron berries that we're going to be using today. And then we have our little garden we planted over there. All that good stuff. But yeah, that's what we got. So we got ironwood here. And let me chop down one of these trees and I'll show you real quick what happens. So this is ironwood. This is part of rustic. And this is our primary source of iron right now, because the way this pack is set up, if you smelt iron ore, you only get an iron nugget, not an iron ingot. So it's an awful waste of iron to smelt the stuff that you mine. So what we do instead, we're gonna do, we don't have much on. See these little iron berries it drops? We can turn those into something. Let's plant ours. Ironwood tree down real quick. Sometimes it drops 1, sometimes it drops 5. It just depends on the tree. So, tell you what, easiest way to do this. Let me show you the garden real quick. Got a little garden going. We've got potatoes. We've got got the potato. We have carrots. We have wheat, we have beets, we have tomatoes here, and the tomatoes are part of rustic. They grow 3 high on these poles. We got chili peppers, which when you eat a chili pepper, I don't want to eat right now, but when you eat a chili pepper it gives you a speed boost. Kind of fun. Alright, and this is hemp, which we'll be using later for the Better With mods. Now we've got some bushes here. Got our bushes. Like I said, little tree farm. Cleared out a bunch of area. But before I do anything, I want to help our farm along. And by doing that, Rustic has what's called a beehive. Or an apiary. So when you find these beehives in the wild, you can put them in an apiary and they produce beeswax, which you can turn into candles, and they help your plants grow faster. So let's do the apiary, which we shouldn't need too much. It's just, yep, and we've got everything in our inventory already. So these work in a 4x4 manner, similar to water, and also they do one vertical and one down. So what we're gonna do is we're going to have to hang on, let me put this real quick. Put this right here and put our apiary up against it, just over the water. It won't hurt it. And then we put our bees and we put our honeycomb in. And as you can see, we already have 2 bees now. They'll produce more bees, and the more bees that are in the apiary, the better it helps the animals. And then we can take our honeycomb, do some stuff with it. So let's break this real quick. Put our dirt back the way it is so that my OCD doesn't go crazy. There you go. And that's going to help stuff start growing. Oh man, we got tomatoes growing everywhere. Tomatoes are a good little food source. You can munch on the tomato, raw tomato. I want to find some olive trees, because with the olive trees you can get olive oil and put it on all your food, and it makes it a little better for you. But we'll just drop this stuff in here because we really don't need it at the moment. Alright, so what were we going to do? Oh, another thing I was going to show you in this pack real quick. Fishing. So a normal fishing pole, we know, is just 3 of these, 3 sticks and a couple pieces of string, and you get a fishing rod. Right? So that's that. Let me see. I think fishing. So fishing rod. That's how we do that. Now we have to. I think we have to bait our fishing rod. So what we do is At least I thought we did. Could be wrong. I think we had to have a baited fishing rod. So what we do is we put some zombie meat on there. I may be wrong. I'm wrong. We don't have to do that. Never mind. Oh well. We'll put this back. So fishing is normal. But I think you can catch special fish, or called potion fish, which they have benefits. Oh, here we go. There's one. And let me show you. Let me show how these potion fish work. So this is obsidian fish. So this gives you resistance. And that is actually one of our quests, are the fishes. Alchemy potion fish. Is we have to catch each one of these fish, which we're not going to do today. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We can take this fish and we can eat it raw, or we can cook it, and this will give us resistance for 20 seconds, or if you cook it, it gives it resistance longer. A handy little device. Especially for early potions, early dungeon runs. When you're exploring, you can have a handful of fish with you, because not only can you eat them, but they give you perks too. Let's see if I can catch anything here. Anything? Oh, here comes one. And that's just regular fish. Drop this in our food slash outdoorsy stuff. That's what we got here. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to do this. So we got our getting started quest line done. It's just pretty much getting wood and a furnace and some iron up and running. And now we're going to go with this iron bound. So we have the iron ore part complete, which we mined 9 iron ore. We converted that to 9 iron ingots, and we got our ironwood sapling, hence we see the trees over there. But what we need now is a crushing tub. So let's jump in here and see how we make a crushing tub. Which is 2 iron ingots, wood, and wood slabs, which we should have. Let me do this. Alright, there's our crushing tub. Not too bad at all. And what we're going to do is we're going to I think we're going to put it right here on the side of the building. And what we'll do is, do we want it right up against? Sure. So you take this crushing tub, and I have a bucket here somewhere. I need my bucket. Where is my bucket? Get my bucket here. There we go. I actually got that in a potion bag. It came filled with milk. So I was like, bonus! And so we take our iron berries, which I have 51 of them. I've been kind of collecting stuff and getting stuff built up. So we take our iron berries and we put them in there, and we jump. And we smush them. And we keep smushing. And we keep smushing. So you can see this is a little bit of tedium. A little bit. And we take our bucket, and we have a bucket of ironberry juice. Oh. Quest complete, ironberry juice. We better go sleep. Better go sleep real quick, so we don't have any monsters spawning in our area. Sleepy, 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 sleep. Alright. Now, completed that quest. So we're going to get 32 more iron berries. We're going to claim that. The next is the drying basin. So we have to make a drying basin, and we have to tiny pile of iron dust. And we get those tiny piles of iron dust with the iron basin. Or the drying basin. So I think we have to have clay, which I went ahead and got some clay. So terracotta, which is fired clay blocks. So we need 3 of those, but we're going to make more than that. And I'll show you why, because the process is really, really slow. So let's grab all of our clay. And I think we're going to make 3. Let's make 3 of these drying basins. So let's make some clay blocks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess 9. Yep, we'll go with 9. And we'll drop our mini coal in there. And we'll let this get fired up. While we're doing that, let's go check our garden. Check our... Oh, see, we're like already full of bees and honeycomb. So let's take a bunch of this honeycomb out. I always leave a little to help the bees. I don't know if it really helps, but I leave it. And while we're waiting on that to cook, we're going to do light the way, which was pretty much easy. We make a torch. Now, torches are really expensive in this pack. 1 stick, 1 piece of coal gives you 1 torch instead of 4 torches. So a better way to do this is candles. So we're going to make beeswax. Let's do here, which I think we still need to smelt. I think we do. Yep. So actually what we're going to do, I don't think I have enough stone. Let's see, is this done cooking yet? No. Well, it's going to need some more tiny coal. We need to make another furnace. What we need to make. So let's go down here in our little mine area. Now all these, this is like a dungeon underneath of us. You'll be able to hear the monsters, which we don't want to mess around with. They're all underneath of us. I haven't gone down to the basement yet. Been scared. Can you blame me? This thing's probably full of monster spawners. I bet you each one of these little chambers is full of monster spawners. I'm terrified. Terrified of it. I mean, I'm gonna build up, get some more armor. We'll get some armor made, and we'll we have a shield and we have a good sword already, which we're lucky enough to find in the other house over there. Which there's another furnace over there, and we may go grab it eventually. We may demolish that house, to be honest with you, here at some point. So let's go back here. Oh, our pumpkin's ready. I found 1 pumpkin in the wild, so I was I thought I'd plant some pumpkin seeds. That way we could have a pumpkin. Yeah, our little garden here is going nuts. Let's let me get this planted real quick. Yeah, that's all we can do right now. What we really want to grow is that hemp. That hemp's going to be really important in the future. Alright, let's do another furnace. I think we're going to need one eventually. We'll pull our terracotta out. Let's put in... Oh, let's put in half of this. Put in a few of these pieces of coal. So we'll split this in half so this we can do this twice as fast. And then that gives us beeswax. I think... Oh, so then we got to make white candles. So let's see, white candle. It's a piece of string and 2 pieces of tallow. How do I make the tallow? Oh, that's rotten flesh, which I don't think that's the right white candle. This white, the quark white candle. So 2 beeswax and a piece of string gives us 2 white candles. I have some string upstairs. I don't have much though. So we'll have some soon. No worries there. Let's grab our beeswax and made us 6 candles. Candle. So then we want oh wow, those are expensive. Iron ingots. And I didn't think they'd be expensive. Light is expensive in this one. Let's take a look here. So we just need an iron. We'll be able to finish that shortly. First things first. Let's build our drying basins. So we have our 3 drying basins, and I'll show you how this works. We won't have to worry about iron here very soon. So we'll take those. Let's see. Go back, ironbound, drying basins. Yep, so we have those. What you do is you take your ironberry juice and you put it in the drying basins. And while we're waiting for that, and what it does is it evaporates and it leaves piles of iron dust, which you can turn into iron nuggets. Oh no, give me my shield back. You can see there's a little tiny piece of dust there. Let's put the rest of these. We're going to need a lot of iron. Ultimately, the goal is to make one of these, which is called a pulvis. This is what we want. And it just takes some iron, quite a bit, and a furnace, some flint, some other stuff, and you make a pulvis. And what that does is that pulvis, you put your iron ore in it, and it turns it into iron dust, and then you get a whole ingot out of each piece of iron ore. That way, you're not wasting your iron ores. So this is kind of the way we start with iron, is this slow, tedious farming of iron berries, pretty much. And then from there we get, expand our operation with the pulvis. And it uses coal as energy. Alright, so let's see how much we got. Go around here and collect all of our iron dust, and we have 12 pieces of iron dust. That will complete that quest, and we're going to take the iron berries, because they're slow to get. Hemp won't be too hard, ironwood saplings won't be. So we'll take those iron berries. So that's our next step, is the pulvis. Pulvis is our next step. We want a pulvis and the furnace, which is a more efficient furnace than a regular furnace. So the candles, we have to work on mapping, info, spelunking. That's really what we want. Let's get an iron pickaxe. Let's take all this out and let's put our because these furnaces burn even when there's nothing in it. So if you put a stack of coal in there, it's just going to keep burning, and it's going to burn through all your coal. So the mini coal is nice. While we're waiting, we're going to make we're going to make some iron pick. What we really want. We want some iron tools, because these stone tools are horribly slow. And they break quickly. Let's, got more iron cooking here. Put more of our iron dust in there. Yeah, things are looking up. So I think we have enough. 2 iron ingots. And with those iron ingots, we will make our first iron pick. Ta-da! We'll claim our 10 levels of experience, and this opens up a whole new, more path down the spelunking. We can get into hammers, which are are even more efficient. Excavators, you have diamond pickaxe, refined pickaxe. There's even more there's different kinds of pickaxes. Here, let me show you a pickaxe. We even get like this golden wither bone pickaxe. Look at this thing, refined match pick, mason pick, jeweled pickaxe. There's just different ones we can get with. All right, so iron's cooking. Let's put some more mini coal in there. Oh, it's bedtime. Get to sleep so the monsters don't spawn. Been kind of real diligent about sleeping. That way, when I wake up, there aren't any creepers running around. But we're gonna need creepers eventually, because we're gonna have to take some stuff from the creepers. Get some more small coal here. And so let's see, that one's done. Let's do this light the way. We just need I think we need iron. Yep. Need 1 ingot. Which I think we have enough for. Yep. There's an ingot. So we'll take that, and we take that, and our candles. That gives us 4 candles. And then we can put those. Yep. I know they're not the... I thought they're pretty cool looking. Like on the side of the building. I think they're pretty neat. On the ground, they're not so cool looking. So that's some candles here. We'll just put those up there for now. Help us kind of light our way. Oh. Okay, that takes care of that. Let's get back to the quest book and see what happens. We'll claim we get 3 more apiaries, which will expand our gardening operations. Zombie candles. Let's see, rotten flesh times 2, tallow times 2. I think we have 2 rotten flesh. At least we can, let's see. We do. Thought I did. Okay, 2 rotten flesh. So we need 2 pieces of tallow. I don't know. We just cook the rotten flesh? Let's look. Tallow. We can either put, okay, so we have 2 options. So rotten flesh equals 1 tallow. Let's put a couple pieces of coal in there. And what else do we need? White candles. Let's see, white candle. White candle. We need a string, and man, we don't have any string. I think I have a piece of wool. So. Can I break this piece of wool up into string? No. Let's see, how do we... I know we can get... How do we get string? Ancestor and cauldron. That's everything that comes in. I want to know where to... So we get cobwebs, cotton. And throw a bow and a cauldron. Millstone, we can mill down a companion cube. Mob drops, dungeons, pulvis. Oh, so I had to have a pulvis with the wool. That's how we get string. Oh well, so I guess we can't finish that one right now until we hunt some more monsters. Let's clear out our inventory. We got a little bit too much going on here. We don't need a bunch of this stuff. So let's see here. I think we're doing pretty good. Alright, let's look and see. Let's look where we're at. So we can't do this one until we go mob hunting. Ironbound, that's really what we want, a pulvis. And in order to do that, we're going to need a bunch of iron, which that's going to be kind of grindy. I'll do that off task. Backpacks, we need a bunch of leather, so I'll have to bring in some cows. Travel. What are flight goggles? Flight goggles. What do they need? Oh, leather, iron, and glass. Okay. Flight goggles. Battle harness. That's all going to take iron. Rocket pants. That's all going to take iron. Alchemy. We can fish for fish. And better with mods. That's going to take some work too. So I'll tell you what. We're going to call the episode here. We got our garden going. Got our bees, our apiary, cooking. We have a lot of really good things going. I'll grind out some iron because it's going to take time. It's going to take time to keep this iron up and running. A lot of this jumping up and down. But here, before too long, we're going to start automating stuff, and we won't have to be so grindy in what we have to do. We're going to have to put in some windmills. That's why I cleared out this area, because I needed an area to work. Look at that big oak tree. I planted that. It's a monster. Look at that thing. Squirrel. I get distracted real easy. Wow, those bees are just like crushing that garden. Doing a great job. Yeah. So that's what we'll do. I'll get a bunch of stuff done, and we'll focus on getting at least this. We're gonna get this iron processing stuff done. We really want to get that way. I'll probably do some exploring. I'll probably wait and do some mob hunting when some people are around, so we can go down the basement here, because I heard spiders down there. But until we do that, I want to get a little more armor than a pair of pants, and maybe even a bow and arrow. I don't know yet. And we might start some animal farming. Might bring those in. All right. I appreciate everybody coming by to watch. I'll get a bunch of this grindy stuff done off camera, and we will pick up there. All right. Until next time, take care. Have a great day, and thank you for watching. See you later.